Joining me now to discuss all of this, the lawmaker behind that new executive order, Mayor of Atlanta, Keisha Lance Bottoms. Mayor, thank you for being here. What exactly do you want to accomplish with this executive order? The law's already passed.
Well, thank you for having me. And what we want to accomplish is to communicate with our 1.2 million water customers in the metro Atlanta area what this new law means, how they can get the appropriate ID, the new rules related to absentee ballots. We want our customers to be informed. So Ambassador Young tells a great story of one day of voting when he first ran for Congress, a thunderstorm, and 74% turnout in the African-American community. So even though there may be barriers, we can still overcome those barriers, and we want to make sure that our customers are informed so that they will know what they need to do to be able to cast their ballots when the time comes.
We have heard a lot about no food or water in line, but beyond those headlines, what is the most dangerous part of this bill?
The most dangerous part of this bill, in my opinion, is the dialing back of or giving to the state legislature control over the election process. In the midst of this 98-page bill, there are provisions that strip the Secretary of State of a position on the election board, and it essentially gives oversight to the Republican-led state legislature. That's not the way elections should be run. Elections should not be run by a legislature. They should be overseen by the Secretary of State in a fair manner. And there's so many provisions in this bill, the dialing back of the window for asking for absentee ballots. You mentioned not being able to pass out water in line. There are a number of provisions in this bill that make it more difficult for people to access the ballot.
To that very point, it was the Georgia Secretary of State that protected the legal and fair election and outcome in Georgia. If this new law was in place 6 months ago, would all of the Georgians who voted in November have been able to, and would former President Trump have been successful at his legal challenge?
Well, you've hit the nail on the head. This is about being able to shave off a couple of points in the state. We know that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, Raphael Warnock, and Jon Ossoff won by just a very slim margin in Georgia. And this is what this bill is all about. It's about shaving off a few people in various counties across Georgia. A number of people access absentee ballot this year. A number of people use drop boxes this year. And you asked about the most dangerous part of this provision. It also gives the state legislature and the election board the opportunity to take over county elections. That's a very dangerous precedent, and it is anti-democratic when these should be fairly held and impartial elections.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.